Good day, everyone. We are the Group 1, and our topic is all about Sigmund Freud. So, I'm Moharifa Bandila, the first reporter. Freud psychoanalysis. We have overview of psychoanalytic theory, biography of Sigmund Freud, levels of mental life, provinces of the mind, dynamics of personality, and um, for the defense mechanism and stages of development is itatakol ni Mr. Carl Legaspi. Overview of psychoanalytic theory. Freud's psychoanalysis is intriguing due to its focus on sex and aggressions, which remain popular topics. His followers elevated him to a mythic status, broadening his ideas beyond Vienna. Freud's articulate expression made his theories compelling. His insight into personality were influenced by his patient interactions, dream analysis, and extensive reading. He believed in evolving theories through observation and consistently revised his concept. However, he rejected eclecticism, ostracizing those who deviated from his core ideas. Although he viewed himself as a scientist, his methodology relied more on deductive reasoning than on strict research methods, primarily using case study without qualifying data or conducting controlled experiments. So, the psychoanalytic theory of Sigmund Freud ay isang komplikadong teorya na pagsisihayat sa mga nakatagong kalaliman ng isang pag-iisip ng tao. Sinasabi nito na ang ating mga conscious na kaisipan at kilos ay parang dulo lamang ng isang malaking yelo at may isang malawak na hindi malaya na bahagi ng ating isip na nagtutulak sa atin sa nagtutulak sa ating mga pag-uugali. Biography of Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud was born either on March 6 or May 6, 1856 in Freiburg, Moravia, which is now part of the Czech Republic. Scholars agree on his birth date. The first date was but 8 months after the marriage of his parents. Freud was the firstborn child of Jacob and Amalie Nathanson Freud. Although his father had two grown sons, Emmanuel and Philip, from the previous marriage, Jacob and Amalie Freud has 7 other children within 10 years, but Sigmund remained the favorite of his young, indulgent, indulgent mother, which may have partially contributed to his lifelong self-confidence. Sigmund Freud developed a strong bond with his mother, which contributed to his self-confidence. Freud's early life was marked by the death of his younger brother Julius, which caused him significant guilt, and he pursued medicine out of curiosity about human nature, initially preferring research to practice. Levels of mental life. Unconscious. The unconscious contain all those drives, urges, or instinct that are beyond our awareness but that never, nevertheless motivate most of our words, feelings, and actions. So, ito ang nak- nakatagong bahagi ng ating isip na nalalaman ng mga pagnanasa, kagustuhan at mga alaala na hindi natin namamalayan. Ngunit patuloy na nakakaimpluwensya sa ating mga kaisipan, damdamin at kilos. Preconscious. The preconscious level of the mind contains all those elements that are not conscious but can become conscious either quiet, readily, or with some difficulty. Ito naman ang bahagi ng ating pag-iisip na naglalaman ng mga impormasyon na hindi natin namamalayan ngayon, ngunit madali natin maalala. Parang isang waiting room para sa mga malay na kaisipan. Last is conscious. Consciousness, which plays a relatively minor role in psychoanalytic theory, can be defined as those mental elements in awareness and any given point in time. So, sa conscious is ito ang ating kasalukuyang kamalayan, ang maliit na bahagi ng ating isip na direktang ating namamalayan sa anumang oras. Provinces of the mind, id is the id has no contact with reality, yet it strives constantly to reduce tension by satisfying basic desires. So, ito ang primitive at likas na bahagi ng ating isip na pinapatakbo ng kasiyahan at agarang pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan. Like, it wants what it wants, and when it wants it, then with no regard for consequences. Ego. The ego it grows out of the id during infancy and becomes a person's sole source of communication with the external world. So, ang ego ay nabuo habang tayo ay lumalaki at nagsisilbing tagapamagitan sa pagitan ng mga kagustuhan ng id at mga pangangailangan ng realidad. Sinubukan nitong matugunan ang mga pangangailangan ng id at isang paraan na katanggap-tanggap sa lipunan. Superego. The superego grows out of the ego and like the ego, it has no energy of its own. So ito ang ating panloob na moral na kompas. So naglalaman ng mga patakaran at mga halaga na natutunan natin mula sa lipunan at sa ating mga magulang. Hinuhusgahan nito ang ating mga kilos at nagpaparamdam sa atin ng pagkakasala kapag tayo ay nagkakamali. Dynamics of personality. Drives. Drives operate as a constant motivational force. So these are basic forces that motivate our behavior, and Freud believed two were particular important. So first is sex. Sex, the aim of the sexual drive is pleasure, but this pleasure is not limited to genital satisfaction. Ang pangganyak na ito ay hindi lamang limitado sa sexual na kasiyahan, kundi sumasaklaw sa kasiyahan at mga pag-uugali na nagpapalakas ng buhay. The second one is aggression. The aim of this conductive drive, according to Freud, is to return the organism to an inorganic state. So, ito ay naglalayong ibalik ang organismo sa isang walang buhay na estado at isang mapaminsalang persa. So, the last one is anxiety. Sex and aggression share the center of Freudian dynamic theory with the concept of anxiety. So, naniniwala daw si Freud na ang pagkabalisa ay nagmula sa salungatan ng pagitan ng ego at superego. Kapag sinusubukan nating matugunan ang ating mga kagustuhan o ng id, ngunit pinipigilan tayo ng mga panuntunan ng lipunan like superego o mga realistic ng hadlang like ego na nakararanas tayo ng pagkabalisa. That's all for my report. Thank you.